19, Charlie Lynch. The 28 of Abel Castleline. The 16, Rob Goulding. The 23, Matt Castleline. The 15, Mike Thornton. The 13 of Mark Saul. The 9 of Bobby Gill. The 31 of Greg Wilson. The 48 of Rob Overholt. Go ahead, guys.
All right, here we go. Aduciani leads them into one. On the bottom, it is Evan Curtis in there as well in that 2 easy. Moving up on the inside is also Small with Lynch on the bottom. Look at that, 3 wide into turn 3. Curtis and Kelly will split the difference and come back out and chase Aduciani. Uh-oh, big trouble down the front stretch.
19 and the 74 as well as the 28 of Abel Castleline coming together there. I think the 19 of Lynch and the 74A made.
Normally a good shot in the side will put you right on your lid. We get set to go here once again. Aduciani in the 79. On the outside, it's Kelly in the 12. Kelly will roll up to the high side. Dave Small right in his tire tracks in behind. And they will go 3 deep now off of turn number 2.
Kelly takes him into turns 3, followed by the 67 of Small and the 16 of Rob Goulding. Now trying to get by the 79 of Aduciani. Evan Curtis and 2 easy on the inside, Goulding on the outside. So Goulding moving up through the field. Already up in the 4th place. Tony Kelly, your new leader. Small second, Aduciani third as they head down the back straightaway.
In behind them, 16 of Rob Goulding trying to get some decent fight up on the inside. Kelly gets loose in front of Small. They will get a little bit squirrely now. In 5th, Evan Curtis holds back Trevor Goulding, Abel Castleline, and Rob Overholt.
So as we watch the 6 now bang into the 2 easy of Evan Curtis trying to get him out of the way, it allows the 48 of Overholt to move up amongst the 2 easy as well as the 6 of Goulding and the 28 of Castleline. Kelly still your leader, 4 laps completed, 11 to go as he takes him into turns 1 and 2.
That was some beautiful driving by Abel Castleline in the 28. He had to slam on the brakes to avoid taking out Overholt when he got loose. Up front, it's still Kelly over Dave Small, then Aduciani, Rob Goulding, and Evan Curtis.
The 19 of Lynch, who had started in the 15th on that restart, going to move himself up to 9th position now 4 laps later. Kelly still your leader. The 67S of Small maintained second, as well as Aduciani in third. Rob Goulding in 4th, and the 2 easy of Evan Curtis in 5th.
So Abel Castleline and Trevor Goulding having a good battle for 6th now as they try and work with Evan Curtis in the 2 easy. Can't find any room there. Curtis will plow up in front of Goulding, and that'll give Abel Castleline a straight shot into 5th place in the 28.
Kelly in the 12, still able to maintain about that 4-car length lead over the 67S of Dave Small. Aduciani sitting in 3rd, but Rob Goulding in the 16 Rabbit looking to take away that position. Looks high first. Now he's going underneath the 79, trying to take away that 4th position as the 28 of Abel Castleline gets by the 2 easy of Evan Curtis.
Aduciani looks like he's trying to try some intimidation on Goulding there, run him down low a little bit. We'll see what Goulding does now with the 79. Into 3, Goulding drops right to the bottom.
Goulding still on the inside as the 23 smokes and heads to the pit area. The 12 of Kelly able to maintain that lead. The 19 of Lynch still trying to work his way through the field. He's gotten by the 48 of Overholt as well as the 6 of Goulding, now working on the 2 easy of Evan Curtis. So he's already moved himself up to 6th position as Kelly soon to have the 67S right on his tail.
Best battle still out there is for 3rd as Goulding doing all he can to try and put Aduciani back into 4th. Can't find an opening anymore. It's still Kelly with Dave Small. Here goes Goulding up the inside of Aduciani.
So Goulding finally able to move by that Aduciani. As Clinton mentioned, Aduciani, they're kind of playing with him, keeping him on the high side, but Aduciani now fighting back, trying to take away that 3rd position. The 28 of Castleline maintaining 5th. As we got a smoker there in the pit area, so that car that had left the field, the 23, obviously mechanical problems with his engine.
Yeah, big puff of smoke out of the 23 of Matt Castleline. Leaders now really close together. Dave Small closing in on the back of Tony Kelly by about 1 car length now. Small realizes he's going to have to pounce if it's going to happen. He's got to do it now.
So Small now trying to get by the 12. There's the 74. The 74 is going to be a lap car as well as the 15th. And now look at here he comes, Small on the inside of Kelly as they approach that lap traffic. They're going to go 3 wide in turns 1 and 2.
Nice move by Small, but Kelly shows good poise not to let it get to him. He will roll to the high side. Now they got to get underneath the 15 of Mike Thorne. Leader threads his way through it still, Tony Kelly.
Kelly making a great move there, getting by the 15 of Thorne. Made it 3 wide coming out of turn 2. 12 laps completed. 13 completed, 2 to go. So Kelly regaining that lead at the right moment, but here comes that 16 of Golding right behind him.
Oh, Small gets into Kelly. They rub a little bit. Off of 2. Here comes Goulding. That's Rob Goulding in the 16 Rabbit. Looking to get around these 2 Mustang machines.
As the 67S and the 12 battle it out, they're enabling the 16 to gain on him. He's got the momentum as he comes down the front straightaway. White flag in hand by starter Barry Davidson. Golding on the outside. Kelly now behind the 31. Here comes Golding out in the upside rail.
Goulding looking to the top side. Small looking on the bottom. This is still a 3-car race. Anybody's advantage out of turn 4, and it will be Tony Kelly over Small and Rob Goulding. Abel Castelline and Brandon Adusciani will take home the top 5 honors.
I don't have a lap. Where do you have no? Do you have another lap? Who?
And that is Tony Kelly's second victory here at the Humberstone Speedway for 2006. And he'll be very happy down in Victory Lane tonight. We can hear the Tony Kelly fans down there. So, victory lane down there, Jim Hanley and Tony Kelly picking up his second victory of the season. And the folks from Dane City Tavern. Serena, Sherry, and Brittany down there.
He said, geez, it was tight racing. Let's give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. The Trailer Park boys there, Tony Kelly's favorite fans, as they sit up there. So, unfortunately, they can't hear me, Tony. We got technical difficulties. The fans can't hear us, but they'll hear you on the internet later this week. But great run. You might have almost got a thorn in your side, you might say, as you got by the lap car, a thorn there near the end.
Yeah, absolutely, I did. It was pretty tough getting by him. I thought he was going to block me, and then I went, uh-oh. Then he moved out of my way, so it was good. I used him.
It was good you used him. Congratulations, your second victory of 2006. So let's have a big hand for tonight's winner, Tony Kelly. So again, just the FN receiver is able to hear us. Unfortunately, technical difficulties has made it unable for us to be heard by the fans, but tonight's races will be heard on oval1.com. If you want to log on later this week, and you'll be able to get all the rundown on tonight's events here at the new Humberstone Speedway.
Also through Chris Hawkins' Highline Video also, we'll be able to pick up the audio. It's working through the FM transmitter also. So our folks from Dane City Tavern, we thank them very much. We're the place where people come to meet. Also catering and the race crowds, the Zack Attack gang from Dane City, and sponsor of Silly Billy Hoag's 48H, as well as the 65 of Marcel Mayer's own truck owner-operator of the Dane City Tavern, along with his wife, Pat. Coming up next will be our vintage feature. And when they pass through, we'll pick up the lineup. From what we can see, the 31, the Roadrunner, Rob Weddingham, is beyond the pole. The number 9, driven by Jamie Swain out of St. Catharines. The 3 of Billy Tripp out of Fort Erie. The number 6, that will be driven by Daryl Bray out of Dunville. The 18, that's Doug Rohr, and Doug is out of Rochester. And the number 43, that will be driven by Doug Frillick, and Doug is out of Welland. The 4, Flying Brian Page out of Fort Erie, doing double duty tonight. And the number 400, that will be driven by Jim Atkinson out of Dunville. The number 50, that will be driven by Bob Legou and Bob. And the number 38 of Bob Legou, and he's out of Chatham, Ontario.